I thought I was ready for France. I wasn't. The school schedule, the trains, even the lifestyle, everything surprised me. But here's what shocked me the most: the active lifestyle that French people have. And my professor was mentioning this before we went on the trip together and they were saying that you can eat whatever you want and you won't gain any weight because you're always active over there. And I thought that would be nice to have. So I went to the trip and ate a lot of French food while I was there. And to my surprise, when I came home, I weighed myself and I had lost a few pounds. Unfortunately, after a few weeks of being back in the United States, in my normal lifestyle, the few pounds that I lost came back. But I thought it would have been nice to have, 3 months or longer to be in France because I could have lost even more weight if I had that opportunity. Number two is the way that French public grade schools are set up with their schedule. When I was over there, I had an opportunity to be a student teaching assistant at a French public middle school. And while I was there, I saw that they had two dedicated recess periods and one full lunch period. And that was nice because kids could just have time to get out and play and have a proper lunch throughout the day. And so it wasn't constantly them having to rush around like it typically is with schools in the United States. And when I was in middle school, there wasn't even a dedicated recess period. The only kind of recess that we had was just whatever was left over from our lunch period. And the lunch period was around 30 to 40 minutes. So a lot of people would just go and, eat something really quickly and just be in the lunchroom for 5 or 10 minutes. And then they'd rush outside because they knew that their only time to get outside was at lunch. Number three is the availability of hot water in different places of residence in France. And a lot of people have over there tankless water heaters or one tank water heaters that are much smaller than ones that we have in the United States. We have like 40 or 50 gallon tanks that have water just ready to use. When I was at an apartment in during my time in France, I got in the shower and only 5 minutes later the water started to get cold. And after that I researched and found out they don't have the 40 to 50 gallon tanks that people in the United States have in their houses. Number four is the train station setup that they have in France. Now, in the United States, there really aren't very many train routes available, and over there in France, you can easily get on a train and go many places that you want throughout the country. I wish we had more of this in the United States because if there's somewhere that you need to go that's far away, oftentimes your only option is to get in your car and drive several hours to get there. And for a lot of people, that isn't an option because they can't drive or they can't afford to own a car. And that often means that they won't be able to take the trips they want to, or more importantly, they won't be able to see the family they've been wanting to see. Number five is the architecture, and not the Paris architecture that everybody talks about, but the architecture in Nice, and specifically in the old Nice neighborhood, because over there they have a lot of buildings from the 17th and 18th century, and many of them have these very colorful shutters that just make them look really pretty. And when I was there, they were really nice to look at, and they were also neat from a historical standpoint because these were constructed and in use from hundreds of years ago during very cool times in France, like when Napoleon was in charge. So I really enjoyed seeing that, and I think it's something to check out if you're in France. I hope you enjoyed this video where I shared with you some of the culture shocks I experienced in France, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and check out some of the other French culture videos that I've made, which are linked in the playlist on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.